Hey everybody, EcoBuilder here. For everybody on Facebook, hey, how's it going? I'm in my downtown spot. I still live in Georgetown. I came back here actually. So hey, I hope everybody's doing well. Lately I've been drinking in front of the camera. So I've been wanting to crack this open and catch up with you just a little bit. Oh, what a world we live in. So I know that some of you people on Facebook, I know from high school and earlier years, and some of you folks are brand new to my life. I hope everything's going well with our relationship because the world is freaking crazy. I'm trying to get comfortable. Without like knocking everything off my desk with the arm on this thing. So we'll just put some tools down for the time being because I want to lay back in this huge chair. Okay, so when I was seeking deprogramming help back when I graduated from college and was trying to figure out what this world is made of, the deprogrammer, he was doing radio stuff, like an hour broadcast every night. And he said, when the world goes crazy, you're the one who will be claimed to be crazy. When the world goes crazy, you being sane will make it feel like you're crazy. And that's basically what I've gone through recently. But we're on the backside of that. We're on the backside of that where election fraud is coming out in Arizona. I just saw some stuff on Twitter recently about that. So that's pretty awesome. And then also there are many meetings in places of governance where they're talking about the COVID vaccines being inappropriate. And so everybody who profited off of that and pushed it forward now needs to be questioned. So that's wonderful. We're still being shadow banned on social media. And so I haven't checked with Facebook recently, where this is half being broadcasted. And the other half is over there on YouTube, where, yes, there is a shadow ban on YouTube. There's even a shadow ban on Twitter as well. It's just much less than these other places. The weather. The weather has been modified for a while now. Sadly, folks who are like really young have no idea what cloud structures we used to see. And now they're getting used to overcast days, and they're getting used to media blaming weather for a lot of things. And so what I'm seeing over in California is like weather's gotten pretty bad, and there's scenarios where, like, you know, life-saving support needs to be put out there for these folks who are stranded up in the mountains covered in snow and stuff. It's really sad. But last week I saw on Twitter a mother complaining about how there's a bunch of floods happening in California, and this municipality had just paid for cloud seeding to take place above them in their skies. So these insurance policies that are covering the houses, they probably get away with saying something about like acts of God. So they're having the weather modified over their head to create floods down below. And then the insurance company can say, well, that was an act of God. We don't owe you anything for that, which is pretty sad. But at least I saw on Twitter a mother complaining at city council or wherever it was about how they paid for it. I'm a little bit nervous. First time on Facebook in a while. But yeah, I think I hope that everybody can make up their mind and recognize all the information that's out there for them. Just devour it, you know. Recognize that the things that I'm talking about are a threat to your family, and it's important for you to look into what's available and speak to your neighbors. Don't be divided, and don't be afraid to speak your mind, because it doesn't take too many people to lead the charge on doing what's right. So I just want to fortify y'all in case it is that you've got your head in the sand, you're hiding, or you're on the fence in some way. We have been abused as subjects in this country, in the USA, and also all the English speakers and Europeans have been taken advantage of, and I'm sure around the world as well. But if it is that you don't know what's happening with farmers revolting in Europe, then like I understand that the normal news on the TV isn't telling anybody about that. But that's really important that you know that there are farmers revolting in Europe. And it's because of the government regulation, first in the COVID crap, and then in the climate lockdown stuff. If you don't know what 15-minute cities are, it would be important for you to learn about that. But the climate lockdown stuff, climate crap, it's all made up. It's all been decided by the good little minions inside the government. And your government is not standing alone. Instead, world governance speaks behind the curtains, and then they come out with a plan and they tell you what to do. And it's unelected officials who come up with these plans. The elected officials adopt the plans, but it's unelected ones that come up with the plans. And then it's they get funding in all multiple different ways, and really like money to them is fake. It just flows like crazy because we're talking about the control of the world. So let me grab two books real fast just so I can show you examples. There went some of my stuff. Just a second. All right, so the same deprogrammer that told me I would be the crazy one while the world went crazy, he's also the guy that told me they're spraying the skies, and I didn't want to believe him. Like, I really didn't want to believe him. That rubbed me the wrong way, like rubbing the grain in the wrong direction. Hey, free speech. Good morning, Red Squirrel. Free speech is over there in Australia, so everything's really crazy for him. So he's just like crazy world. Yeah, so this right here is called 21 Debated. This is where in political science classes at college level classes, they talked about how eventually they were going to pull this global warming, climate change agenda on us. So this was the Agenda 21, now Agenda 2030. This is it in a different cover because I was in Houston at the time at used bookstores. So like every once in a while, the college students would get rid of their textbooks and I'd find them in the used bookstore. I was only in Houston for 3 years and I was waking up the entire time. And then I retreated back here to my hometown. The deprogrammer told me that it would be a huge wave. I wouldn't be able to stop it. And here we are fighting it. So I'm letting you know, all you people in Georgetown, Texas, and the Austin area, specifically, this has been planned out. Your life is not spontaneous from day to day, year to year. There are people who plan this stuff. This book here, The Anglo-American Establishment, written by Carl Quigley. This explains the British families and their relations, how it is, see the US flag upside down inside the Union Jack or whatever that flag is, the British flag. So this explains in detail the relationships between people and how it's families that intermarry. And also, one of my favorite parts about this was the Boer Wars. The Boer Wars were the first time that the British were able to convince their population at home to continue the fight in a war through media alone. They were able to convince their people that there was a reason to fight the Boers, who were the Dutch down in South Africa, far away from home. And I think the British got their ass whooped the first Boer War, and then they came back for more and stomped the Boers, sadly, because the Boers seem like some good people. So the Free State of Orange, I think, is what you could search for on Wikipedia to learn more about it. I got a combination of the chills from my AC and a little bit of nervous because I know it's really important that I let my people in my town know that everything is A-okay and that we can all stand together and have a very solid voice and motivate many other people to stand up. This here is another Carl Quigley book. It's called Tragedy and Hope. A history of the world in our time. On the back side of it, there's Bill Clinton right there. Because Bill Clinton was a student of Carl Quigley's. And in this book, it says you can have complete control of the world by issuing the money, the International Monetary Fund. Complete control. And that's what we're under. That's like it takes money to make the world move, to make everybody go through their motions every week, right? It's Sunday night right now, 1:00 a.m. actually, so Monday morning for me here. But yeah, why everybody's gonna get up in the morning is to go chase that money. Sorry, I had the mic turned a little bit, so it wasn't as clear. So what else am I seeing around the world? Oh, pedophilia. So the folks that have been put as our leaders, they've literally been placed in front of us, above us. And that's because they're useful idiots, controllers, puppets. And so they're compromised by the people that are above them. But yet we're going through our day-to-day life assuming that they're doing their job to the best of their capabilities. But really, these are incompetent losers who have been placed above us. And it's kind of a it's almost, what do you call it, where you just have to deal with it and suck it up. It's a ritual of sorts. I'm not really like gaining the word right now. But it's to push us down even further. And so it's this separation by having those idiots in between us and the people who are actually in power. Like, we're gonna give all of our thoughts and energy towards this person who shouldn't even be in that position. And so spiritually, that's indirect energy. So in ways, or one of the ways that they've been compromised is pedophilia. And so that's coming out now, and it's been coming out, right? But recently on Twitter, I saw a little bit about somebody in Australia who is being called out for that, and there's police investigation. So that's good. And then Trudeau up in Canada is being called out for some stuff as well. So I just wanted to say all these things and cheer on folks seeking information. And then so also what's really awesome is over in the Pulse Chain blockchain, which is a brand new blockchain created by a guy who's been in cryptocurrency for a while, making an alternative financial system. We've in cryptocurrency, we've had a little bit of run up of Bitcoin lately, and it's gotten people kind of excited, and more money is coming to the space. And so lately over here on this blockchain called Pulse Chain, we've had some run-ups, which have been pretty exciting. So one of them is this Ink token, which is an incentive token. It's this green thing right here. It went up to $6 recently, and just a few months ago, it had dipped all the way down to like half a dollar. So that's really exciting. And then Hex is the very first token by this guy, this creator. His name's Richard Hart. You can find more at richardhart.com. And so this token is very near and dear to our heart because you can earn more tokens by staking this token. And then this is the exchange token, a token for the exchange, and the exchange is called PulseX. And then this is the main coin for the blockchain, which means all transactions you will pay with this coin in order to conduct the transactions. So it's called Pulse, and there's 3 zeros and a 157 right now. So that means that 57 at the end was added on to the price only in the last few months. So a lot of people purchase this at 3 zeros and a 1, just by the way. And then so because Hex token is the prize token, I want to show you this website called hex.pink. And this hex.pink, it's paying attention to the Ethereum blockchain, which is not the Pulse chain blockchain. The Ethereum blockchain is where Hex token originated. So it's native over there. And this is a cool little website where you can toggle this to figure out how much you're willing to stake and how long you're willing to stake them. And then over here, it would generate your immediate return because it multiplies your principal. Whenever you stake long, it multiplies your principal by 3. So let's see. If I say we stake 100,000 tokens, which would be $1,000 worth right now on Ethereum for 5,555 days, then your principal would be that $1,000 worth, 100,000 tokens. But the bonus here, the longer pays better bonus, is 200,000 tokens right here. And so your effective stake is at 300,000 right here. And that makes it to where you lock in to today's rate of return on the interest that you earn. Like how many tokens are you able to get back? The system only calculates Hex tokens. So you're staking Hex tokens and you're getting back Hex tokens at a later date. If you stay honest, you get everything you're promised. If you have to cancel early, you get punished, you get penalized. And then those penalties go to other people who kept their word. So you could actually earn more based on other people's penalties. And that's actually been happening a little bit. If you go to hexdailystats.com, you can see all the payouts, what day we're on of the entire Hex system, and how many people canceled, exactly how much people made today, every day. It's a great website. A friend of mine made it. Another Texan. somebody else took it over when it was that he was getting burnt out from hosting so much stuff and doing so much stuff for the community. But yeah, it was another Texan who created it first. All right, y'all. I just wanted to come on here once again and motivate those people who who might be at odds with their family or at odds with their friends or at odds at work. I'm rooting for you, and I'm thinking the same way that you are. The truth will win, and it'll give you peace of mind. It will allow you to sleep well at night. It will allow you to stay away from the demons, right? Don't compromise your spirit. Stay true to yourself. You have decisions to make. Take them seriously. And good luck out there. I'll be here if y'all need any assistance or help or consulting or whatever. And you know me, I'm downtown Georgetown right now. And let's kick some ass. Also, over here in Texas, we've got the Texas nationalist movement where some people are petitioning to get the question or the opportunity. Let's see, what is it? The idea right now behind the Texas nationalist movement's efforts are to get on a voting ballot the question whether you would be interested in Texas being its own nation or not. And then after that, there would be a vote on the ballot whether Texas should secede or not. And what some of these folks with that group are posing is like a thought experiment. Would you join the United States right now if you were some random free state somewhere? Say you're Nicaragua. Would you join the United States right now? Guys, I don't think we're going to see any sort of like retirement benefits from the United States. And a long time ago, I made a decision that I wasn't going to rely on it. I jumped corporate world ship 2012 and I cashed out my 401k because I said these people don't know what's best for me with my money. And also I'm not worried about like I can do with my body. I'm still young. I can do things. And I'm very lucky that that everybody else has made moves to make the world a little bit freer, and the internet has connected us. So white dude with glasses, white dude with white glasses is in the chat. Did you say spraying the skies? I did. Okay, we'll see you guys later. Peace out.